What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after a day of Suixodent or Suixodent and Ballot of Gay Phil slash Silk Song. That's right. Now your boy Doody, gotta admit, I didn't watch any of the night stream because Doody was busy doing something more important, aka the Philadelphia Eagles playing the Dallas Cowboys, and that's right, the Eagles won. And they showed why they're the Super Bowl champions. So shout out to the Eagles for being 1-0 and the best team in the league. That's right. But anyway, I did catch some clips after the fact, and I saw that Phil, of course, still continue to have problems with modding GTA 4. So he decided to pull an audible and play Silk Song. And yeah, so let's see what Phil had to complain about on the Daily Wrap. Let's get into it.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to a very festive rainbow edition of the Daily Wrap, where it was Thursday, the 4th of September, 2025. Yet again, folks, I hate to report something. You guessed it, another day when technical issues forced us to have to try to change stuff on the fly. Things did not go according to plan. However, I am happy to report that perhaps some really good things are going to come out of what happened, all right? So let's talk about it, shall we? Okay. So first off, you might say, what in the holy heck is going on behind you? Your lights didn't really used to look like that. Well, you're right. On the podcast this morning, I announced that the reason that I was 45 minutes late for stream is because the program that I was using for my lighting in the studio here, which is called Signal RGB, seems to just be having constant malfunctions, and I just had enough. Like, after having to troubleshoot this thing constantly all year, I just gave up on it. So instead of using that, I started using the app that actually syncs with all of these lights together. It's the app that's made by the company who makes the lights. And I started just playing the light shows and things that they established, and it looked great. Earlier today, we had one for Suixodent 2, which was supposed to be like flowing water and like blinking lights for almost like a thunderstorm. People liked that for the podcast, and I had that in the background of my studio when I was playing Suixodent 2. And then tonight for Ballot of Gay Phil, as you can see, I went full-on crazy rainbow mode, and people were like, whoa, that looks really cool. Like, yeah, you know, this is pretty neat, isn't it? And I have all kinds of things like this that I can set up for various different games, holidays and things, and it's all through their app. So it's not going to be as the same as it was. Like, for example, I was doing like half and half colors and stuff. I don't even know if I can do that. I don't think so. But we'll still have some really cool lighting, okay? So after that, we had a fun podcast where I reacted to the 007 First Light trailer. It was a 2-minute like action gameplay trailer, and I watched it, and actually I really liked it. You might want to check that out on the podcast from this morning. Then we jumped into Suixodent 2, and it was great.
All right, well, let me stop it there. My apologies. I should have given everyone a warning. So, clown mode epilepsy warning. If you're prone to epilepsy, Phil's background might put you into epileptic shock. So, my apologies if you're on the floor twitching and someone has to put a spoon in your mouth. My apologies. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I mean, this guy. I mean, first of all, shout out to Doody. If you didn't catch my video from yesterday or my podcast, I told Phil exactly the same fucking thing. I said, Phil, if your motherboard and your PC is having issues syncing up and your Wi-Fi keeps dropping, why don't you sync your RGBs, your RGB background lighting with your phone? I mean, you can use the app. It's not a problem. That's how it's typically designed to be used. And he finally, I guess, took my advice, or one of his dents told him the same advice, and he went ahead and did it. And now he doesn't have any more issues with his background lighting. Well, technical issues. The only problem now he has is, come on, Phil. It's distracting. It is, Phil. Lighting is supposed to be background lighting, Phil. It's just supposed to be a slight enhancement. It's just something to catch your eye for a minute, and that's it. It shouldn't be blaring in your face constantly. It's distracting. You want to turn away from what you're looking at because it's disorienting, Phil. So I mean, fine, you want to have lights, and the thing too is he has panels that have color, like that blue and then the white, which is fine, and then he has the lighting in the back which hit off okay, fine, whatever. But just all of these random colors out of nowhere, it just screams white panel van. You know, free candy, white panel van. It gives me that vibe, Phil, okay? And I mean, this is fine if you're like a 19-year-old female Twitch streamer, you know, with the cat ears or whatever. I mean, or you know, those chicks that like to do cosplay on Twitch. That's fine for that, Phil. But you're 43 years old, brother. You're a 43-year-old man. That's it screams child bait trap. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a child bait trap, and it doesn't help that you're wearing that Hawaiian shirt that makes you look like big gay fat Al from South Park. It doesn't help, brother. It's not a good look, man. You really should just pick one color for your RGB lighting and just leave it. Something very subtle, maybe a white wave or maybe a tinted blue wave, something very, not just in your face, okay? And also, Phil, you're not helping with the whole speculation that you might be a little bit closeted with all that rainbow going on in the background, okay, Phil? I mean, rainbow flag color background that, that very homosexual-esque shirt that you're wearing. That doesn't help. And everything else going on there, the Burt Reynolds mustache and all that, just not helping your cause, okay, Phil? So some more suggestions, you're willing to take it. Just pick one color, mute the color down, just make it background lighting. That's all you need, Phil. You don't need to have it bouncing, because I'm seriously, Phil, you're giving me a headache just watching it. All right, just some more advice for you, all right? So that's all I have to say about the RGB lighting. And again, no one gives a shit, Phil. Really, no one cares, man. I don't know what you have. What's this fixation over RGB lighting? Who cares, Phil? Yeah, it's nice to have some nice lighting, but what you're doing is just like everything. Phil goes overboard with everything. He doesn't know moderation at all. Doesn't know moderation whatsoever. Anyway, let's keep going. I think now he's going to talk about Suixodent. Let's see what he has to say about that.
Great progress today. Now, officially, we have reached the point of the game where we are doing open recruitment and starting to raise a rebel army, much like you do in the first Suixodent. It only takes like 10 plus hours to do it in this one, but we're doing it now. So at this point, we're more than a third into the game, and the game is opening up. We're going to new locations and having fun. The audience had a great time. I had a great time, but sadly, we raised about $85 of support. And it's like, here we go again. Whenever I play JRPGs, people sadly just won't support them, and that's disappointing. Keep in mind that when I played Suixodent 1 earlier this year, we hit the goals every single stream. That's why I promised everyone that I would play Suixodent 2. I want to keep Suixodent 2 as a daytime stream, but if we do it again and we have another stream where we're not hitting the goal, it probably means that the game is going to end up being demoted to a night stream and that we're only going to have around 4 hours of progress a week. That means this game could take potentially 2 more months to finish. Obviously, I don't want that to be the case. So I sure hope that when we play it again, that people will come back and support it, okay? But anyway, it was great progress, great fun. I hope you'll give it a look. Now, tonight's stream, yet again,
all right, so yeah, I mean, I knew this was coming. The wage quit threat there, folks. I know he's being subtle about it because apparently he claims he loves Suikoden. It's one of his favorite series, and it's like like a dragon. He's willing to take the L in support as long as he can play the game. You know what I mean? But we know that's bullshit. That may have been old Phil back in the day, but now if it doesn't matter what the game is, if the game is not getting any support, he's gonna wage quit it. I don't know how long Suikoden is. I mean, what is it, about a 30-hour JRPG, I think? Yeah, trust me. I think yesterday he ended up, I saw that playthrough for a bit, and I think he maxed out at about 130 people watching that shit. No one's watching that. I mean, we can literally go to his channel to go check out his views, and I'm sure he probably hasn't gotten 100 views on either of those playthroughs. I mean, it's bad, and it doesn't help that he's terrible. JRPGs are good games, but they don't translate well to streaming. They just don't. I mean, and especially when you have a handicap like Phil has, that he's boring, he's not interesting, he doesn't provide any knowledge or feedback or any interesting tidbits about the game. It doesn't help. So you heard it there. It sounds like he's already threatening to maybe wage quit it. He's already going to demote it. Next time it doesn't make the $150 goal, he's going to demote it to a night stream. And like I said, I think it's a 30-hour playthrough, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how long it is, but if it's something that runs a long time, we may see a wage quit there. So, all right, let's keep going. Let's see what else Phil has to say.
Did not go according to plan, if you can believe it. So, since the last time I played Ballot of Gay Tony, and the game would literally crash on load, the people who worked on the mods for me figured out, hey, try this mod instead, switch this one around, and sent me all new files, said install all these mods and try this. I boot the game up, I played through the intro, it works. So I played like the first 5-10 minutes, I'm like, it works. All right, we'll do it tonight, right? We start to play tonight. The game crashed once. Okay, not a big deal. We reloaded it, and it didn't crash the second time. So it was just maybe a random thing. I don't know. It ended up crashing like one more time, which is not a big deal because just reload, it's fine. We get to this mission, okay? It's early on. It's only like the second mission of the game. There's a golf cart chase. So I jump into the golf cart, and the entire golf cart has no wheels on it, and it sucks into the planet, and it goes dimensional rift. Basically, we spent about 30 minutes trying to figure out a workaround for this and couldn't figure anything out. We think it's the mods. We think that the mods are modding the golf cart because it's probably trying to mod all the vehicles in the game to have different like driving physics and things, and it completely destroys the golf carts. So basically, it was unplayable. It was hilarious, though. Like, everyone laughed their asses off at what happened because it just looked really funny. But, man, it was disappointing. Here we are again, the second attempt to play Ballot of Gay Tony, and it still doesn't work. So the way I see it, we have three options. Option number one, we try again. I go back to the drawing board with my guys who have been working on this with mods and explain what happened. They try to tweak it again and get it to work. That's option number one, okay? Option number two is we just try to completely uninstall all mods. Now, that means when we go back to play it, it's not going to look very good. It's going to look like a 2008 game with 4K graphics. So it's going to be like awful textures, awful lighting. It's just not going to look good at all. All right? Option number three at this point is just to say, screw it. We just won't do it. We tried, but it's not working. What can you do? Maybe in the future, this game will be optimized to work with mods, but right now it's not. So why are we going to keep killing ourselves and keep doing streams that don't work, right? So here's what happened. After that first hour, I said to everyone on the stream, I don't want the stream to be a bust. Like 2 nights ago, the same thing happened, and it was a bust. We did chill with Phil. Everyone was bored and upset with me. What do you guys want to see? And everyone said, Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song. Okay, so I downloaded Silk Song on Game Pass, and we played it for about 50 minutes. That's all we had left for the stream.
All right, real quick, I want to sound it. That's right, Galf. Galf carts are detractors, folks. Galf carts. Phil, I don't want to be one of those people that nitpick grammar and all that because I know Doody's English mechanics can be buggy himself. So I get it, brother, but it's golf. It's golf, Phil. Golf. There's no A in the word golf. Golf. Okay, brother? And this thing about that I've never heard anyone from Connecticut or the Northeast ever say Galf. It's not Galf, brother. It's golf. Okay? Golf. To know. It's not hard, Phil. It's not hard. It hurts my ears. Okay? And again, Doody's not the best when it comes to English. He does have some English buggy mechanics, so I get it. But come on, Phil. You should know better than this. You're actually a Native American style person. You only speak one language. You should be able to get this. Okay, Phil? So I know I want to be nitpicky on that. The other thing too is, he's disregarded. He really is. If you're having that many issues with mods, Phil, just shut the mods off. All right. I mean, there should be no reason why you have to have other people, not you, other people spend hours trying to figure out your problems. At this point, bro, you're not smart enough. If you're not patient or smart enough to actually figure out what's going on when you try to mod a game, maybe you shouldn't be modding, man. Just stick with the regular game and just play it, all right? But yeah, yesterday was a waste of time from what I hear and gather. I started seeing some of the clips after the fact. I checked out Snore Hogan's video, and it was a disaster. It was a waste of time. I think he ended up making like $15 or something like that. Then he popped on Silk Song and ended up getting some support. A couple of the dents came in and dropped some super chats and got him past the goal. That's right. But it wasn't for that, he would have been stuck at maybe $20 playing the Ballot of Gay Tony. Now, GTA has been struggling to hit support, so he's just looking for a reason, honestly. He's looking for a reason not to play the Ballot of Gay Tony, especially being the fact that he played it for an hour yesterday and only made $12. So he's going to him and haw and play this, let's talk about it, let's decide, let's get consensus on whether we want to play the Ballot of Gay Tony's DLC. He doesn't want to play it because he knows that there's no money into that. So he'll give everyone the illusion that there's choice, but in the long run just claim that it's too stressful and too much work, and he's not going to play it, and he'll end up playing Silk Song, especially after the Dents rally. Two or three of the Dents came out and supported Silk Song, and he hit the goal pretty easily yesterday. I think he ended up hitting the 150 goal. Ballot of Gay Tony, that's gone. It's over. We're never going to see that ever again. Of course, he keeps talking about Silk Song now, and he's bitching about, support. He made $150 or whatever it was yesterday, and already bitching about support and engagement, and he needs buy-in. This guy's a broken record, man. He should have just said, thank you. It seems like people are enjoying the Silk Song. Let's continue playing it, and maybe you should make it a day stream and call it a day. Of course, he'll sit here on the rest of the podcast. Look, there's literally 5 minutes left, and all he's doing is bitching about support and complaining about support. He's pissed that Suixodent didn't get supported. It's just the same old song. 11 minutes of just wasting everyone's fucking time, Phil, with the same nonsense. All right, I'm done wasting my time because I spent over 15 minutes talking about this bullshit, okay? And again, Phil, remember, it's golf, not Galf. Peace out, everyone.